Welcome back to Whole Future, guys. So, the United Nations Conference on Climate Change is going on in Paris right now, and this is huge. A bunch of the United Nations are getting together to discuss ways that they can reduce emissions and hopefully curb this climate crisis that we're coming up against. And it's a very, very vitally important conference. But one thing that I wanted to point out that not enough people are talking about is how animal agriculture is the #1 contributor to climate change. Most of these talks are around getting industrial companies to pollute less, using more fuel efficient cars, banning fracking. All these things are great and we definitely need to do them, but we're kind of ignoring the elephant in the room because if you watch the movie Cowspiracy, they'll show how animal agriculture contributes to more than half of the greenhouse emissions, especially from things like methane, which is worse than carbon dioxide. And so, well, I'm really psyched about these talks. I just want to do what I can to raise more consciousness about how animal agriculture is the #1 contributor to climate change, and if we can urge people, the #1 thing that individuals can do to curb climate change, aside from take the subway and turn the lights off, which really doesn't do a whole much compared to switching from an animal-based diet to a plant-based diet. I'm talking about a vegan diet because raising animals for food is extremely inefficient. Something like 1,600 gallons of water to create 1 pound of beef when you think about all the grain and stuff that has to be created to feed the animal, and then the animal has to be raised, and it consumes way more water than if you just grew plant foods. Grains are great. If we took all the grains that are being fed to animals and fed them to people, world hunger would be no problem. But if we grew fruit, instead of growing grass for grains, we'd be growing trees to grow fruit. And so instead of cutting down the Amazon to make grass to feed to cattle and having land for cattle to graze, we just grow fruit trees. And then we have the most nutritious food the humans can eat provided to us, and we grow trees, which sequesters all the carbon. It's a win-win, winfinity for the planet. So I want to give a shout out to my friends Holistic and Livewire, also known as Andrew Lunt and Tim Sheaf. They were at the LA Climate March, and they held up this sign, which I thought was awesome. Dear environmentalists, stop eating animals. I just want to read you Andrew's post here. He says, me and my brother, Human Timothy, that's Tim Sheaf, attended the climate march in LA yesterday. Sad to say, out of all the speaker viewpoints discussed, not a single person mentioned animal agriculture. People all saw our sign and looked confused. I'll put it this way. Top cause of deforestation, animal agriculture. Top usage of waste of fresh water, animal agriculture. Top cause of greenhouse gas emissions, animal agriculture. Top cause of ocean dead zones, animal agriculture. The amount of space used for farming to grow crops to feed the animals we torture could end world hunger. Is fracking bad? Yeah. Do we need to move towards renewable energy? Sure. But the single most important contributor is being overlooked. I believe in the intentions of the environmentalists, but you simply cannot call yourself one if you eat animals. So my urge to you guys is eat fruit, plant fruit trees. If we look at the COP21 website of what things you can do to help climate change, we go through this list. Use energy efficient bulbs, switch off appliances, turn off the lights when leaving the room, watch how much you heat things, reduce internet use, don't waste water, use public transportation, don't drive a car as much, recycle, all the things we hear a million times, cut down on paper, don't print so many things, all great things. The very last thing on the list, how awesome is this? Change your eating habits. Farming accounts for 20% of French greenhouse gas emissions. Well, that's debatable. Definitely in America, it's over 50%. Our food choices can reduce greenhouse gas emissions and our climate footprint by eating less animal protein and more seasonal fruits and vegetables. Hallelujah. I just, knowing the statistics, this one's got to be at the top of the list. So that's my charge to you guys. If you want to do more than just talk a big game, if you want to act a big game, the #1 thing you can do is transition to a plant-based diet, high in fruit. Plant those fruit trees, grow your own. That's something I need to work on myself. So share this video. Let's get the word out. This is a critical time for humanity and saving the environment. I mean, the earth will live on. I'm not going to say save the planet, because if we destroy the environment, the earth will find a way and continue. It's not going to like explode or anything. It'll shake us off like a bad disease and keep going. But destruction of the environment that we can live in, we're basically making the earth inhabitable for ourselves. So we're not so much saving the planet as we are saving ourselves. And the number one thing you can do is to stop eating animal products and eat plants. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please share. Please subscribe to these videos. I got a whole bunch of stuff coming in December. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next video. Hey guys, subscribe to Whole Future on YouTube and check out Whole Future on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat as well.